So slight change in plans. I went to Zion and you couldn't book online, but it was first come, first serve, and there were a bunch of reserved spots. So everything was full. I thought I was gonna have to get a hotel, but I think I found some BLM land, some backcountry that I can camp in. It looks like someone's camped here before. There's a fire pit, some nice rocks area here. So I'm running out of daylight, so I gotta kind of hurry and get a camp set up. So I'm gonna get after it, and then I will get back with you guys. Should still be a good trip. Salvaged with, yeah, like 40 minutes of light left. What I'm gonna do here is, I got the big tarp, the same one I used on the river. I have a pole. I think it's just out of the scene. Maybe it's not. Doesn't matter, I'm trying to hurry. Sorry, I'm running out of daylight real quick. I'm gonna do a plow point. So the point's gonna be this way, and then the back will be down here. So I'm gonna turn this into a diamond, stake out a corner, run it up to the pole, and then run my sides out. So we'll see how it goes. I've never set it up before. I am being short on time. Oh, but yeah, should be good. I'm not gonna die. I have the truck right there, right? It just kind of sucks that my time ran a little short because of the reservation. No reservation. First thing we're gonna do is get this laid out in a square-ish, right? So you wanna find your ends there. It's a square tarp, right? So it doesn't matter which way's which. You just want that diamond pattern. So you stake out your back point, pole's gonna go in the front. Turn your hand like this, that way if you miss, you will hit the meat of your hand and not your bony knuckles. This ground is so much nicer than the ground in the last few videos, i.e. I don't want to bend the crap out of this. No snow and not concrete. Don't knock it all the way down in there. You want to leave a little hook so that way you can get it out of there. If you knock it completely flat, it's going to be a good time, kids, a good time. Let's talk about this banger spot we got, though. Not mad about it, as long as a bunch of ATVs don't come through. So we're gonna pull this like a taiga against that back one. We're gonna stand it up, hook it through a top here, and then prop that bad boy up. Here's the fun part. So, whoa, what's gonna happen? This has to go to the ground, be staked out. That tension's what's gonna hold all this up, along with the sides being staked out. So, let's see here. I need to get a stake. This is gonna fall over. You ready? We'll just lay it down. Full. Grab a stake, a nice little stinky little stake. Pull her taut again. Relatively straight. We're gonna run this downtown. I don't know if you can see me. It's gonna fall over anyway. Here's the deal. I'm gonna leave that down. Put the stake in the ground in the approximate location. Kiddos and coaches. Then we're gonna readjust here. So with that, these are the stakes that came with my emergency. It's called a Mest. It's another tarp I have, a multi-purpose emergency survival tarp. Yeah. These stakes are a lot nicer. I had them the whole time. My great stake debacles. So I'm thinking a blanket. Pull those sides out. This thing is not going to cooperate. Let me get her taut. But where? What's that? I got a taut line on there? I think I do. She's waving. This sucks to do with one hand. I'm sure there's a better process of doing this, but it's going to take experience for me to get there. So it's almost there. So let's do that. That's top-ish. Staking them out. And then, look outside here. You can do a corner, or you can do a lower tie out. Depending on if you want to fold the sides under. My fire's going to be right there. That. So I'm going to come over here. Ugh. Find this corner. Like a balancing unit. Man. This is bound to help, right? At some point. What I'm doing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I was flustered. I was like, you kidding me? I just drove all the way to the friggin' Utahs. Let's see if we lean up that way. I was like, I just drove all the way to Utah for nothing. Is what I was thinking. Let's see. That'll do it. Get that in the ground. Not open. If you make noises, it helps. Hey, look at that guy line that doesn't count. Next. Just take and shake, kids. Pull this other one out. We can adjust this pole. Just get in the basic shape. Go in here. Yeah, she can fall over. I know what I should have done. I should have staked out these pieces first. And then I could have done the pole last. Oh. Bent that one. All right, let's see. Oh, she's coming together. That's taut now. Yeah! Don't worry about all these strings and things. So, that's literally going nowhere on the 5th of February. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Willis, let's see if we can tighten this up. Just, nope, didn't want to do it. All right, that's solid. Moving on. Like my bag, hiked all the way out here with it. Look familiar. I really like this bag. I think because it's military and it's old school. I didn't bring a ground sheet. I do have a wool blanket up here that I could use to throw down. I don't think I'm gonna. These strings. Yuck. So I got this little high density foam pad that I'm gonna put down. And then I'm going to put my other stuff down on top of it. I think I'll tuck back in here. Oh, too far so I don't have a tarp hitting me in the head. All right. This is pretty sweet. I've never done this setup. Okay. Oh, you want to see it? Okay. So we will get straps out of there. Wool blankie. Wool blank. That'll be my fire blanket. I didn't bring the woobie this time. Crack this bad boy open. Food bag. The old postal boost pouch for all things possible. Gas canister, extra clothing, not on the ground. That's my pillow. Inflatable air mattress. This is gonna be, that's the insulated one from the winter trip. So it'll keep me off the ground. It's gonna get down to about 35 tonight, it said. I should be good. I didn't bring my 0 degree bag, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. but I had the wool blanket, and I always keep a wool blanket in the truck just in case. Sit. So I'm gonna get this bad boy blown up, and we're cooking with gas. Earlier, I took this on my backpacking thing, so I didn't have to carry a chair. Get out of there, fool. It's a little sit pad. It's the same company that makes this, the Thermarest. This thing's beat up from backpacking days. I say days, I need to get back after it. You know what I mean? That is a little knee pad. Yeah. So, anyway. Dirt doesn't hurt this stuff. Yeah, you know? Okay. Feeling goofy. I drove all day. Undo these Canadian jam knots on the bottom, which I'll probably show you in the morning how those work. So I have at a surplus store. Oh, it's my jam, man. This is actually a bivvy. It's not an American bivvy, and it's not waterproof, but it gives another layer that helps hold the heat in. It's water resistant. I could probably wax it, but I'm not going to, at least not at the moment. So it's got my intermediate cold weather sleeping bag, military issue. Not issued to me, I had to buy mine because I think somebody stole mine. So, you know what I was just thinking? I want a little hill here. We're gonna flip around. It's gonna be real hard to move this bed. Oh, there it is. Oh, another thing with these inflatable beds, you kind of want to have something underneath them because they can get punctures, some stupid stuff like that. But you need to be careful with them because, yeah, they'll get punctured. Anyway, that's not what I was thinking. So if you can blow this up as much as you want. When you finally get ready to go to bed, it's going to drop temperature and the air and it's going to get lower. So I always give this thing an extra breath before I lay down. See, that would have been in the top. Anyway, I got squirrel brain right now. Sorry. Let's get this thing on there. That's the backwards ass. Yep, that. All right. That is the bed situation. So there's buttons. Come here, knee pad. There's buttons here. You can button up after you lay down. I'll undo some of them, and then the sleeping bag's inside. You can always use this as a ground cloth. I kind of just wanted it for another little layer. This bag says it's rated a -10, but that's military standards, so that's literally like keep you from dying at 10 degrees. So we're not going to trust that. We'll do that. I'm going to blow up this pillar, and then I think it's going to be time to get after some fire. Did you come out of there? You guys tell I'm kind of panicky? I don't get anxiety much, but man, I did not want to drive back to Las Vegas. Not after 3 hours on the road. You know, truck camping, I could have brought a real pillow. Smart. All right, I'm happy with that. So we're gonna take that and we're going to just kind of cover it up. Got the body bag. Kind of get some dirt on it, I don't care. Good to go. Leave that. Sit. This is extra. And that needs to go somewhere. Before it gets too dark, I want to make a tripod to cook over the fire. So it actually kind of worked out that there were no spots available because I think the fire pits are elevated at Watchman Campground in Zion. We were supposed to go, but there were no reservations except for the ones that were reserved. Anyway, so I have some cordage here. It's like number 36 bank line. And I knew you could cut anything down, at least at Zion, so I brought, for my overgrown bushes at home, poles. Something's gonna get me to trim them, right? So, I have 3 of them. I'm gonna show you guys how to tie up a tripod. It's pretty easy from the videos I've seen. This is also a first. I've never done this, so it'll be a first for the whole fam here, AKA me and y'all. Can you see? You see what we're doing? I look like a ghost. So with these poles be relatively straight, about 5 feet in length. This angle is garbage. Don't worry about the little hook thing. So they're about the same length. Luckily, the planet Earth is not perfectly flat. So you want to make your lighting better. Slide them together like this. And then you're gonna take some cordage. If I can find where this thing starts. Is that it? Is that the start? Oh boy. Oh boy. Ha 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 ha. So this angle's not good. There we go. A little better. I don't know. I don't really know how much. Let's see. I am 6 foot tall. Put that on the ground. Pull that up to about my neck. Got a 12-inch head. Yeah, let's call it 5 feet. 5 feet. So we want a little extra to hang off. Yeah, so we can use it. Ooh, yeah. New knife, BT Dubs. More knife, Bushcraft Black. I did a photo shoot for some friends of mine for maternity. And this is what they got me. They got me a gift card, but this is it's what they bought me. So I'll show you that later. It's kind of the business. All right. I hope this doesn't confuse anybody. I'm trying to do the best angle on this as I can. So you're gonna start putting your 3 logs together, or sticks together. These are about a little bigger than my thumb. They don't need to be huge. They're not gonna support a bunch of weight. It's just gonna be a pot hanger. So we're gonna start that by wrapping that under. And just across itself. So it'll just hold on itself. Come on, clown. See? So, then that little stump's gonna probably be a huge pain in my butt. And I probably don't have enough cordage. So just go around it. You wanna go around it 3 times, other than your initial tie. This is sloppy. Like I said, I've never done it before. You want it to be snug. And then you want to come across, go down. This is where it gets tricky. Sometimes you got to kind of pull them apart, but you don't want to come too far apart. So those were wraps. Now when you go back through and go between them, they're called fraps, and I don't know why, but they're called wraps and fraps. So, clown, come on. Go down. You want to pull it tight? Tight, son! Go back down through it, so you're gonna do that 3 times. So down, pull it, back up to the top, pull it tight. You want this tight, 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 tight. Back down, pull it tight, and then across, down through the top, instead of cross, down through the top, sorry. So then now we're coming down through there, we're gonna go underneath and back up on the other one. Pull that tight, and that's gonna go down betwixt those. You're gonna do that 3 times. I'm gonna run out of cord, homie. So there's that one. Ooh, snappy Magoo. 2 and trace. So then what you want to do, normally to have more cordage, you would do hey, there's a better view. Wonder how long that was out of picture. So what you want to do is do a clove hitch, is what I've seen in the videos. I don't have one, but I think, just since this is ending on the down, roll over. I'm talking to Sam. So that should hang. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up tying a toggle to here, and I'm going to slide it through my pot hanger, my bale. I don't think it's going to be low enough, so I'm going to have to add more cordage. We'll get there. Sweet. here's the idea. So we're gonna take this and spread it out. Okay, I'm probably not doing this right. Chances are high. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. I was cutting my head out of the friggin' shot. Oh, okay, so this is cool. So look, so now, right, there's a little flimsy, it's a bush stick thing. There's bugs out here. There's no bugs in Vegas. So this is gonna go over my fire. This is green wood too, so it shouldn't burn. And then the idea here is to hang my pot from that. It's obviously not long enough because I'm gonna want it down. So I will get more cordage on that. Let me get this fire going. All right, guys, so I wanted to do a fire with, look at a big old dirty handprint. I want to do a fire with my char cloth like I did my char cloth fire video. I don't know, I did it pretty quick last time, but with this sun setting, I'm just not certain that I really have the time because it's already behind the hill to mess with it. So I think I'm gonna do the old tried and true, just had it in my hand. My little wax starters that I usually use because I need to get this going. So I'm gonna collect some little stuff and get this bad boy doing a little rip here so I can get some food on because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Oh, it's in my hand. My fiber's out there. I really wanted to do a cooler fire. But hey, you know what happens? Crap. The spine on this thing is awesome. Go. That's what a 90-degree spine's supposed to look like when it works. Oh, is she going? Come on. Yep. Let there be life. Banging. This knife is the business. I have my other one. I'm going to keep it, obviously. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a little booed up, but it will still do the job. I need to take some time and file down the spine on it again just to get it back to good. So we're going to take that. We should be rocking. I'm gonna lose it. Okay, that worked. Went over like a fart in church. There we go. Hey, not yet overzealous. So if you're gonna put bigger stuff on there to keep them smothered in your fire, a lot of times you can have a prop, whether you want to put like something across the end and then lay your wood that way, and they'll keep it from smothering it, especially if you're gonna do some bigger pieces before it's probably ready for it. Because I'm kind of rushing this thing. That bark's gonna go up though. That's a punky piece of wood. Punky. Let me show you what punky means. Punky is like this. Okay, I'm already nasty here. Like this. What is going on? God. It's like, yeah, it's punky. It feels like styrofoam. It'll burn. It just, you can actually start a fire with it, but it's gross wood. Put that on there. Okay, it's a little zealous. A little overzealous. Get some smaller stuff going here. Take another piece of wood here. Not want to do it, huh? Let's just what we can do. We know what we're doing, right? Okay. That. She's gonna get broken today. I'm gonna learn today knife. We don't play love games. Pretty sweet. First one I ever made. Like it. Like it, like it. I'm gonna go on the record and say that this is the tightest tripod in the world. Remember I said this isn't long enough? Like, what, maybe 5 seconds ago once I'm done with this video? It's probably because I didn't tie it. So that string only stops there, so I'm gonna use more and tie it together. Because I want it to come down. A little ash in my face. Like a little ash in your face. I don't know, there-ish. This sheath is a stiff buddy. Cut that off. Sheath goes, knife goes back in the sheath. You don't stab your fingers off. You just cut yourself to the point where you gotta go to the hospital. Put this line up here. Get her a little closer. Come a little closer. Remember that. Hashtag high school. Okay. So we got our two ends of the line. How are we gonna attach them? Oh no. Okay. So we're just gonna cross them over each other. And like a wrap. You don't have to do this basic, it's not gonna hold a bunch of, or crazy, it's not gonna hold a bunch of weight. So basically I've wrapped around them each other twice. And then I'm just gonna do an overhand. They're much better, like stronger knots. But these are gonna, those two knots, basically what you've created is two overhands, one from each knot, and they're going to knot up together. I don't think that's coming apart. I'm a strong boy and I didn't break it. Jesus. So once that dies down, that fantastic thing right there, I'm going to get some water in the pot. Tonight for Din Din, I have a steak. I have mashed potatoes. Excuse me. They are instant mashed potatoes, but if you've ever been camping and had instant mashed potatoes, you'll know they're not bad. So we're gonna do that. I've got my little grill, little sweet grill. So I'm gonna cook the steak on the fire. So it'll be steak on the fire, mashed potatoes. I do have some angles, man. I have some veggies that I'm gonna boil in the pot, I think, over the fire on that sweet tripod I made. Just so I have some veggies I can throw in there too. So it'll be a whole deal. So I'll get back with you. I'm gonna try to get more footage before it gets too dark. It's not a bad view though. I don't know who put this ATV flag here, but I'm gonna take it down. Here's the deal, kids and coaches. I have another layer on because it's cooling off real quick. So I need a toggle, right? I need something that's gonna hold my pot. It's not horrible. It's kind of curved, but I think will be okay. There's a bunch of sticks over here. Should burn that one. I'm still with you, I promise. Still here. All right, I don't know, I like that one better, even though it's probably worse. So what we're gonna do is take our strings and things, and we are, you know what? There we go. String. So for this, I'm gonna tie the old classic bowline knot that I've talked about 1,000 times. So you make the little bite in the loop. You go up through it, around the back down through it, and snug her down. See? Little bowline, my nose is running already. Shocker. So then what I'm gonna do is take the line, and, God, you can't see, there we go. Push it back up through, pull it, right? And then put this stick, this toggle, as the kids call it, through there. Snug that down on it. Now it's gonna want to try to come off a little bit because there's no weight. Once you put the pot, you'll slide the pot handle on there and it'll hang below the fire. angle. Before it gets too dark, so to pick them up, parked back in this little trail. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Got a little wood. We got some nice rocks up around here. Maybe block some wind. Got our pot hanging. I'm so fired up about that. And it's such a simple thing, but I think it is friggin' cool. Nothing's burning yet, so fingers crossed. I brought a little lunchbox cooler. It's got my steak in it, and some drinks. And then here's the bed region. My hatchet. I've got some stuff ready. I've got the kuksa with the chocolate ready. So as soon as that water gets hot, it's friggin' neat. Oh. Little tip, anytime you're gonna build and you're not like at a campsite where it has like a tent pad that says tent goes here and a fireplace where it says fire goes here, you want to do like a full step away from your stuff. This shouldn't burn, but it's not like it's canvas or something that's gonna, stuck in my hand, that's gonna resist fire. It's not wool. Wool resists fire. So for a tip, take a full step, unless your legs aren't this long, maybe you take 2 steps, but to your fire. That way you can probably still get some heat off of it, maybe a little bit. If you put a fire reflector behind it. I'm not gonna do all that because I don't have time. This is the spot though. I think I'm gonna come back here. I'm just letting that water boil. It will be good. I talked earlier about adjusting this thing. My water's not going fast enough for my liking. So you can kick these out carefully. Oh. And get that a little wider stance. Stop swinging, homie. Get that down in there. That'll get your water boiling faster. Oh, hi. So, the original plan was I was gonna go to Zion. I decided on Thursday. I was gonna go to Zion today. I was going to get a last minute shuttle pass, do Angel's Landing in the morning. I got online, I've already said this earlier, but it said first come, first serve online. So I tried, because I was gonna try to book one. And then it said they didn't start taking reservations till March. I was like, awesome, perfect. I'll just show up and be good. Surely nobody's camping. It's gonna be down in the 30s tonight. Wrong. I pulled up and the guy in the window said, we're all full, man, nothing's open. He said we filled up at 11. I got there late, because I did some work stuff in the middle of the day. Whatever. I think what was frustrating is that they said that it was non-reservable. It was first come, first serve, but they had reserved on, there were like 5 spots with nobody in them at like 4:30 or 4. And nobody was in them. And I was like, I get that they can show up later, but what's the statute of limitations on that? I'm actually glad that I found this spot, and it's funny, it tends to happen like that. Like I enjoy this more. I'm out further. I heard some voices over down the road a little bit because there's some trails out here, but this is more secluded. It's more wilderness. I can still have a fire. So this is my jam. I'm down with it. So it was frustrating. I'm not going to hike Angel's Landing in the morning because I didn't have time to get a ticket. It's okay though. And I'm still going to camp out here, and it's going to be sweet. And my tarp shelter went up, and it's, one of those things that something good happened out of something that I thought was bad. Like I said, I kind of had anxiety earlier. I was like, am I going to have to get a hotel in friggin' Utah? So luckily I didn't, and I'm here, and my tripod's working, and I got a new pot, and a new tarp setup, and we're good to go. So it should be good. I'm hoping this video turns out good for you guys. It's rushed, like I said, because I've been trying to get everything set up before it got dark, which it is doing real quick. Real friggin' quick. Drake fans. Yeah, I think during this video you probably lost me. So I dropped the pot down. I'm waiting for the pot to finish boiling. I'm gonna put my hot cocoa. I can get some hot cocoa going. And then I think I'm gonna boil those vegetables, and then I'll show you guys the setup for the little grill over the coals to do my steak. That's gonna be bomb. So I got some steak seasoning that I brought. It's actually just hamburger seasoning. It's like I don't know, one of the store-bought ones, but it's really good. So I'll show you guys. It's not boiling, but that's hot enough for cocoa. I'm gonna send it. Something I want to show you guys, I've talked about it before. This stuff is amazing. It's called Super Salve. You can look it up. Super Salve Co., I think. It looks like avocado, but this is a new can. This stuff is awesome for like chapped lips, and my hands get really bad and dry out here in the desert. I got a split in my thumb right now. It hurts as bad as it looks, or worse maybe. This stuff's awesome. It heals really well. I take this everywhere, especially on the river. I will never go without having it. I'm in no way endorsed by them. If they see this and want to, I will take it. Otherwise, I'll just keep buying their products because this stuff's awesome. This is the second can I've been through now. So as dry as my hands are, it lasts quite a while, and it's really good on your lips. It heals really fast. It's good for scrapes and stuff too. But if you do outdoorsy stuff, or if you just have dry skin, or like around your cuticles or whatever, this is invaluable. I've talked about these before. It's got Dehydrated Vegetables. I actually brought them on another trip and forgot to make them. I think my last trip. So we're gonna put what the kids call all of it, all that jazz in there. You have to boil these for a while, or they're gonna come out crunchy. They still have decent flavor, and everything tastes better when you're camping. Fact, they're better if you boil them. So we're gonna get that back on the fire. Got a new canvas bag for my grill. Oh, it's sweet. So I'm gonna get this set up. This is the grill I did the bacon on in the winter video. Right, made an appearance. I'm gonna get this set up after I get that flameage out of there, because I just want the hot coals for my steak. So I'm gonna get the steak seasoned, and we'll be cooking. Not with gas, but with fire. I just want coals, so I'm gonna drag coals out here. Get crap out of here. Krizap. Okay, that's fat wood. Look at that. That's what fat wood does. Good God. Good God, man. We're gonna get this. Oh, the steak season. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Oh yeah, buddy. Look at that. It's wax paper. You know, it's a bunch of blood. Get rid of that at a later date. Here is my seasoning. You see it? You see the meat? The meatses? Okay. Anyway, I put this in a little HelloFresh container. HelloFresh in the campsite, bruh. I like a lot of seasoning. Maybe not that much. Okay. That's okay. Spin over. Somebody is freaking out right now about raw meat. I have hand sanitizer. Or I could just not care, but hey man, to each his own, so that's seasoned, ready to go. All right. Shirley, whoever she is. Oh. I hear sizzles. It's been flipped. Look at that.
obviously not done yet. We're getting there. Too much further. I don't want to overcook it. I want jerky. Got my fancy cutting board here. That steak is gonna be awesome. Let me get you closer in here. I hope this angle's not garbage. Oh, might be a little low. Look at my piggies. Look at that. Oh, about dropped it. Oh my. Oh my. That's fantastic. This is a New York strip. Almost overcooked it. It's so good. Let the juice will cook off my grill. I don't think those veggies are done, but whatever. If you're a dirt freak, I'm eating that fat. Oh God, it's amazing. Sorry. You can just bring a little plate or bring a Tupperware with you if you're not about cutting your meat on a piece of wood. I blew the dirt off of it. Whatever. A little overcooked, but it's still juicy. Fire's back up. I think I've said it before, but to cook you want coals. To warm you want flame. This is a, say it with me kids, warming fire. So obviously before when I had the steak on there it was almost dead because it was just coals, and then after you get the food cooked you throw it back on there. I moved the tripod because I didn't want to burn the tripod down. I don't need it over the fire anymore. The vegetables actually, let me see if you can, you see them? Or you can see the steam. They are done. They're so good. Yeah, then you can drink the broth. It's veggie broth. It's good for your guts and warm you up. So it's getting chilly. It'll be cold tonight. Some questions I've had since I started putting these on YouTube is, what do you do if you're camping, there's not a bathroom, i.e., well, obviously, it's probably easier for males because they can just stand up, pee anywhere. But, yeah, you just pee in the woods. Without getting too detailed, if you got to go number 2, you got 2 options. One, which tends to be frowned on more now because an animal could dig it up later, is dig a healthy hole, hug your knees, and do your business. So bring wet wipes or get ready for trees and leaves, which there's not a lot of leaves out here. There's also option 2, they call a wag bag, but you would pack it out and pack your crappy toilet paper out, or I guess you could burn your crappy toilet paper, but then you gotta smell it. But yeah, bag it out, freezer bag or something. I don't know. I know it's gross, but then an animal doesn't dig it up. That's an option too. There's some other stuff I've heard, had. Don't you get cold? So the other thing too is, I think I mentioned it in another video, maybe in my river one, with like this, like it's open, right? There's no closed temp. So I guess if something were to come at you, you would be able to see it better because it's open. For me, I think that'd be better instead of that fear of the unknown. If you just hear something, you can't see through your tent, right? The tent does provide a little bit more heat. Like when I camped up at Charleston, I had a tent and I think it got a couple more degrees in there, but it wasn't much. It really comes down to your sleep system. So if your sleep system's not enough, and you can't hold heat from a fire, like this one's cooking. This one feels good, but it won't be back in the tent or the tarp. So your sleep system's got to be on point. You pretty much get used to sleeping in socks. Like I said, changing in dry socks when you go to bed. I've said that a few times. If it's cold out, wear a beanie. You just don't want to get too hot, because if you wake up sweating,
and you're gonna get colder because you're gonna have condensation or moisture in your sleeping bag. So you want to be just comfortable. To keep your toes warm, my toes got cold up at Charleston. I should have took my whoopee and stuffed in the bottom of my sleeping bag and or just put it over the top of the foot of it, but I just didn't think. I just sat there and suffered. You can also take hot hands and heat those things up, throw them in the bottom of your bag, or you can take a Nalgene bottle, boil water, dump it in there, and stick that in the bottom of your bag as well, and that'll heat the whole bag. I've done that before. Just gotta make sure it's tight, because if it leaks, you're screwed. The good thing to remember too is that, I think I'm a broken record, if you're camping and you're close to a vehicle and you didn't backpack in, if you're just absolutely miserable because you screwed up and you didn't bring enough sleeping stuff or whatever, maybe you forgot your food or something, you're starving, you have a vehicle, right? I had to leave with Sam because Sam was freaking out. It sucked driving that close to the lake and on that terrain at night, but nothing keeps you there. You're not stuck there. There's a hotel like 15 minutes from here. I wouldn't want to sleep in a hotel. Obviously, that's why I'm out here. You can sleep in a hotel whenever, but you don't have to suffer through it. I mean, if you go out and you screw something up, it's a learning experience. So it's a good thing to remember that. There's something else I was going to tell you too. Your car camping, so bring a pillow. I bring my little inflatable one. I kind of wish I'd have brought my bigger one, but it works. But yeah, your car camping, if you want, bring an extra blanket. You have extra blankets, it's not going to hurt anything. So make it easier on yourself. Eventually you'll get to where you're like, I didn't use that, I don't need it, and it's just less you got to pack, less you got to put up in the morning. If you're going by yourself too, it's a little easier. If you have kids or you know, a significant other or something, you got to pack for two. But yeah, I kind of like the doing by yourself thing. I'm kind of picky on my outdoor experience sharing with people, so about down to the bottom of these veggies, so it's gonna be down to the broth. I brought s'mores again, fat, but I remembered the thin Reese's, so that's gonna be a treat. I think I'm gonna preheat them on a rock next to it so they're a little gooey. That's gonna be good. To get done with the healthy stuff, that's what we're gonna do. The preheating ensured a nice melt on that Reese's cup. Oh yeah. It's not wanting to stay together great, but I got more water on for some tea, some sleep tea, and then I'll probably pop a melatonin. Can you see me? A little bit. I still got a hat on. I haven't got to the beanie stage yet, but I'm getting there. I don't want to spill this. Got my tea in my kuksa. Got my sleep tea. It slaps. I'm gonna drink that and then watch this fire. I already wrote my journal. Oh, I think I spilled it. And anyway, drink this and watch this fire cook, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed. It's already like 9 o'clock here, and I'm tired. I'm not exhausted, but I'm tired. I bet I could go to sleep, so we'll see. If not, I will catch you in the morning. Oh, that's bright. Good morning. It's 3:38, and it's cold. Shocker. I have my puffy in here. Kind of is like a little, kind of like it. And I think I mostly stayed in my pad. Anyway, it's friggin' cold. I'm gonna get some coffee going. At some point. Oh, there's water right there. Bingo. I think I'm just gonna use this instant coffee for this first cup, because I don't feel like dealing with the rest of it. I really hope it's not garbage. been up for a while. Just been kind of hanging out. You know what? I'll just drink it straight out of the pot. Yeah, I've been kind of looking around. Looking at you can see the stars really well. There. There's that bag. Anyway, you can see the stars really well. And I can't really sleep anymore, so I'm not going to try. Just going to get my butt up to toiletries. I'm going to need that. Brush my teeth first. There's my little stove. Not bad. It's chilly. A little coffee. I'll probably get more going here in a little bit. Burr. So we're gonna carve off some of this fat rope stick. Whew. A little clunky with these gloves. The cardboard that's around it and everything obviously will burn. So don't need to worry about that. Go, baby. You're supposed to fluff it up. Oh, 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 oh. Come on. Get to my stuff here to get it in there. Same grill idea as last night. Oop, I don't knock it over. We get basically our fire going over there. I'm gonna beat down these ashes because I just want ashes. Things rip, a little rip of magoo now. So I'm just gonna get these ashes over here. I don't want those flames. They're gonna do it anyway. So when that burns down, I'll get the grill on there. I think that one's about where we want it. Oh my God, nope, nope, shit. Well, you know, we got this piece here, so I already ate one. Whoa, I'm gonna do it again with the whole thing. That was smooth. Witness that. Smooth operator. The flames decided that they wanted to be a part of the game anyway. No, I didn't want them to. Man.